All right. We're going to have to start moving to warm up. So let's pray. Watch me. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the many blessings that we're enjoying today, every day. Thank you for the people who are here wanting to learn sign language. And thank you for giving us the ability to learn, to remember the signs. Help us now as we learn more signs. And I pray in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, we had a homework assignment. Some sentences. And if you want to open your books up, get ready. I'm going to ask for volunteers for sentences. And let's see, this is lesson 2. It's on page 54 in your book. The sentences, there are 10 of them. Who would like to do sentence number 1? It says, teach children to love God. Do you remember the sign for teach? Anybody? Okay, just, if you make mistakes, it's okay. I'm going to make mistakes too. You saw me make a bunch of mistakes last week and the week before that, on what page I'm on and all that kind of stuff. So, anybody? Any volunteers? Thank you. Wait. Can I ask you one more time to turn this way so everybody can see you do it? I should have done that first. Good job. That was wonderful. Sentence number 2, God bless truth, wisdom, and understanding. Anybody? I see you. Volunteer. And y'all got to turn to see her this time. Okay? Good job. That was wonderful. Wonderful. Sentence number 3, study and learn to tell others. Who's ready to do that one? Anybody? Okay. Go ahead. Yes, thank you for standing and turning so everybody can see you. Study. Good job. Wonderful. Wow, you guys are good with the sign language, the sentences, but the way that you're forming your signs is what I'm really impressed with. All right, let's go on to number 4. Who would like to do number 4? Sentence number 4. Any volunteers? Okay. Auntie Katie. Weeks? Good job. Yesterday morning I ran slow. That's me today and every day. Who wants to do that one? Anybody? Yesterday morning I ran slow. And let's see. That's sentence number 5. Okay. No volunteers? What's the sign for yesterday? Yes, ma'am. There's a volunteer. Good job. Wonderful. Wow. Sentence number 6. Stop. Try to get help for the judge. Anybody? Anybody up for that one? Go right ahead. Turn so people can see you. That's it. Judge. Good job. Great. Number 7, nice new places near home. Anybody over here on this side? Anybody? Okay. Start with the first word. Nice. Everybody remember nice? Nice. Next word is new. Come right back with your fingers tucked. New. And then place with your P fingers together right here. Place. Make a circle backwards. Oh, let's see. Nice new place. Now you don't have to put is in, but I'm going to. Is near home. Okay. Anybody want to try the next one? There's some boys in here. Should we do this in front of them? Funny boys forget to study. Go, yes, yes. Very, very good. Number 9, tomorrow night, come play. Tomorrow night, come play. Anybody else want to try that hasn't yet? Okay, let's do it all together. Everybody. Tomorrow night, come play. And what about sentence number 10? The judge forgave and explained why it is easy to sin. It's a long song. I mean, it's not a song. I just looked at the word song right under there. It's a long sentence. We doing this one? The judge? How do we do judge? And make him a person. Judge forgave, and explained why, all these little words, it is easy to sin. And then we learned a memory verse. I'm going to skip the songs and go down to the memory verse. So let's practice that. This is 1 John 4:19. I don't know if you noticed little quotation marks in front on one side. They didn't do both sides. But when we do quotes from the Bible, to make the deaf people understand, this is a quotation. It's not us talking. It's not some other person. It's a quotation. And this, I mean, we're all familiar with this sign for quotes, right? Okay, so we'll start with the quotation mark. And then the memory verse is we love him. So we love, and since his name isn't there first, we're going to, we love him. We're going to point this way. Typically, we don't do this in sign language until we've set up who that person is that we're pointing at, and God comes after this. So this is an exception where we love him. Well, it said to use a sign for God. We love him, and say him instead of God, because, and now we can point, he first loved us. That's John, John, chapter 4, verse 19. All right, questions? Anybody have a question on any of that? Okie doke. Chapter, you're right, that's not taught yet. Sorry. Chapter comes straight down. It's a C for chapter. Come down your hand. Chapter, like reading chapter in a book. And verse is what is this? G fingers comes out this way, as though you're reading it across the page. So chapter, verse. And when there is a verse, we always say chapter and then verse. All right? Okay. Now then, let's do this. We should have warmed up with, I meant to do this first, we should have warmed up with the alphabet and the numbers that we learned last week. So let's start with, and do it with me. This is how the deaf say, do what I'm doing. This is copy me. So that means do it. What are we doing? We're doing the memory verse. No. At the alphabet. Okay, let's start with A, not C. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Got that? You been practicing your alphabet? All right, let's do the numbers 1 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any questions? Okay. Keep practicing those. Practice the alphabet every day. Practice the numbers every day. That was what we did. We learned in lesson 2. Do I have anything else I want to go over from lesson 2? Okay, moving on. If you have your books, go ahead and open up to... oh, wait. Let's open up to this chapter right here. Let's review these signs. All right, I'm starting on... Did we do chapter 3 last week? That's what I thought. We're on chapter 2, right, to review? All right, let me find page 38. This is lesson number 2. So, look in your books. I've got some alternate signs. I think I told you about that first word, not. It's not always the sign for not. It can be the sign for negative. It can be the sign for... well, let's see, don't, didn't, or doesn't. So that you hear the negativity with it, those are all negatives. Okay, so not is right under your chin, out. Not, true. Be, is, was, are, am, were, been, being, be with the ing suffix on it, honest, your H hand, honest, lie or false. It says push your right finger palm downward. Well, I close mine up. Lie. And then, or false. And then, back to honest, alternative words for that sign are righteous and pure. Righteous would be righteous. A lot of times I initialize, I put the first letter for righteous, and P, pure. What I wanted to explain a little bit, and I'll just do it right here, insert this real quick. When an interpreter is interpreting, you always mouth the words, although you don't say them because somebody else is speaking. But the deaf people are watching your lips and hands at the same time. And so oftentimes if you don't have a clear sign, they can read the lips and know what that word started with. And that will help them to understand. But our voices aren't heard. Even when it's music, we don't sing the music out loud. We just mouth it, all right? So get in the habit when you're practicing saying it. Don't have to say it out loud, just say it so that your hand and your mouth get together. All right. And by the way, the black is always for interpreters so that your hands can be seen better, but with a black background. So I meant to add that the first week, and I kept forgetting to say it. I'm just thinking to myself, oh, they understand that. Well, no, nobody told you that. So anyway, we need to keep going here. We did page 39. Let's go on to page 40. And we have liar. So you're going to go straight across like this. Liar. Make it a person. This is a lie. A liar. Make your hands go straight down. Mistake, right here under your chin. Mistake. Think. This is an easy one. Think. Remember, close your hand up and put your thumb right up here and bring it down on top of your opposite thumb. Remember. Forget. Just wipe it all out. Forget. The next page, understand. Flick your index finger up, understand. I understand. The deaf people often do that when I don't understand. Wise or wisdom. So we're going to take all this wonderful stuff that we know and we're going to stuff it into our brain. Wise. It's your X finger. Wisdom. Okay, no. B hand just goes right up. I know. And then I skip the bottom of both pages. Think. Did we do think? Think. Memory, we got that one. We got forget. Okay, smart. Flick it out. Middle finger, flick it out. Smart. Dumb. You've seen this sign probably a few times. I do this sometimes. Dumb. Stupid or ignorant. Now this isn't necessary. It's kind of a negative sign, but it's the V fingers come back on your head. Stupid or ignorant, meaning you don't know something. All right, next page, 42. And we start with crazy. C hand for C, and right up here, just wiggle it around. Crazy. Funny. It's like your H fingers come down your nose. Funny. Silly, take your hand, make a Y with it, and just wiggle it. Silly. And then study. You've got the book in your hand and you're pulling up all that information. Study. Learn. Now we got to put it in our brain. So we're going to pick it up and put it right here. Learn. It's your hand, and it's learn. And then tell or speak, and let's see. You see kind of a wiggle here. So you're going to take your index finger to your mouth, and then you're going to roll it out. And that means tell or speak. And I've written down here, that's also the sign for hearing. Somebody who's a hearing person, P's for a person. So hearing. Also for say. Speak or say. Excuse or forgive. Right here, we're just taking everything and just wiping it away. Excuse or forgive. And then the next sign is blood. Right here with your fingers straight up in front of your mouth, or right at the bottom of your lips, come down. Blood or bleed. Believe is where you're going to take the idea and you're going to put your hands together. Believe. You got it. I'm latching onto it. Believe it. Don't believe, the opposite of that is right down here. The V hand is in front of your face and you bring it down like you're pulling your mask down. Don't believe. Don't care, right here. Take your hand down your cheek and then throw it out. Don't care. One more time. Bless is the A hands, both together at the sides of your mouth. Bless. Come out straight in front of you. Bless. Turn the page. And please, right here over your heart, please make it. Use expression. The deaf people love expression. They love to see your expression. And they like to laugh at what you're doing. So don't get upset if you're talking to a deaf person and you say something and they start laughing. It's a compliment. They understood you. All right, so please, and also pleasant. Another synonym would be pleasure or enjoyment. So if you enjoy something, enjoy. Cute, right here with your two fingers on the side of your mouth. Did I? Thank you. Sorry, let me go back. Sorry. I missed. Sorry. And trouble. And this is also the sign for confused. Does it not look like I'm confused? Let me tell you. That is trouble or confused. And then we did sweet. Did we do cute? Not yet. We got down to cute. Also plain. Cute. Oh no. I'm on the wrong one. Cute. The deaf kids, they did this all the time. Oh, that's cute. Oh, so cute. Cute. Nice or clean is the next one. Or plain. Nice, clean, or plain. So with your left hand up like this, take your right hand on, put it on top, and go out just like that. Clean or nice. Clean. Next page, new. Take your right hand and you're going to dip it into your left hand just like this. New. 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 You're probably remembering all these, right? Because it's easy. Next sign is easy. Easy. Help. So you put your left fist down on your right hand and you push up. That's help. 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 And then we get to our judge. We have a judge that attends church here. So one of these days I might tell him, this is your name. But it's not his name. It's the beginning of his name, though. All right, so 2 left hands, up and down. Judge. 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 And you can make now that's the act of judging something. We can make that person the judge by putting the ER. ER. Explain. Again, the same fingers, but you're going to move the F hands back and forth. Explain. 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 And then why. Why. So with your fingers, your middle fingers inside like this, you're going to flick off like this. Well, they show the middle finger. I learned it with my whole hand. Why? Like this. Why? This is not the exact way I learned it. All right, so it says flick your middle finger off the forehead, wondering why. Why? Well, this is a clearer sign right here. To me, it's much clearer. Why? Why? Turn the page, but either way, the deaf people will understand. As long as they can read your lips, they will understand. Because, okay, so because is right up here, and you're going to make your hand, put your hand right here and go to your A. Because. The word for, like, what did you do that for? From your forehead just out, turn it out with the index finger. Time, everybody knows this one. Time. That's an easy one. Time. Time. And then let's go to day. So with your left hand like this, you're going to put your right arm on top. And this is going to outline the beginning of the day, morning. Well, this is all day. We're using the D fingers, by the way. Day goes all the way down. Day, the whole day. Morning is just part of the day. So morning comes, you've got your left hand here like this. Morning. The sun coming up in the morning. Morning. And then the opposite of that. Oh, no, not the opposite. That's night. So afternoon, same idea. On your arm, let's see. Afternoon. So you got, again, left arm here. You've got your hand, but it goes like middle of the day. It's kind of in between the beginning and the end. Afternoon. Night, again, you've got your left hand this way. Go all the way down. Night. The sun is setting. The sun is in the eye. The sky is setting all the way down. Dark. Both hands cross your face like this. Dark. It's dark. 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 Yesterday. Yesterday is the Y hand, and it goes backwards. We're going back in time. Today. Yesterday. 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 Tomorrow, that's future, so we're going to take our thumb and go forward. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. After a while, it says to use this palm here like it's a clock, or the dial of a clock. And then we're going to do our D hand again, and we're going to take our right hand, we're going to put it against the left hand, and after a while, let's see, how do they say to do this? This is not the way I learned it, but your D hand turns forward, showing the hand of the clock moving. After a while. After a while. I learned this. And then the next one is minute or second. Again, you need that clock right here. And to be a minute, it's going to go really slow. Just a few. And that's minute or second. Okay. Next page, hour. So guess what? You can probably figure this one out since we just did minute and second. Again, we've got the dial of the clock here, but if it's a full hour, it's going to go all the way around, right? Hour, hour, hour. Okay. Month. This finger on your left hand, you're going to start at the top knuckle and you're going to come down and touch each knuckle for a month. Month, month, month. Week is straight across that left hand, and it's the D hand again. Week, week, that's all 7 days. Week. Year, 2 fists, one over the other. Come all the way around and hit the top fist again on top of the bottom. Year. That's a full 12 months right there. 1 year. Before, now this one, there's 2 of them. Oh wait, did I do week? I did week. We did year. Past or before. These 2 are a little tricky because right next to that is another before. So you've got to know which before, and sometimes I get confused on that if I'm not paying real close attention. So let's see. Before is in the past. Before. That's all there is to it. But the other one, right next to it, like standing in before a judge, not time, but placement there. So you're going to take two of your hands, and you're just going to place something. Place something. And that one kind of looks like you're placing something, although you might not associate it with place. You might associate it with put. Let's see. Before time. Okay. So before time, you're going to pull your hand, well, you're going to put your right hand in your left hand and then pull it back. Before time. Before time. Future, straight out. Future, future, future. Never, never. Just wiggle that hand. Never. First, first. I won't do second and third, but that's how you would do it. First, second. First, last, little finger. And this could also be somebody saying finally, or the final candidate, or whatever. Finally, or the other synonym I have in my notes is lasting. No. Lastly, I can't read my writing. Lastly. So if you're interpreting for somebody who's talking in big words and they say, and lastly, it's just this. Just this. Just like last. Near, draw your palm towards your body. This one is like in this position because of the placement. Near, near, near. And neighbor would be a person that we're going to add so we bring that person, neighbor, and put ER on it. Neighbor, neighbor. Next page. Run, 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 run. No, I'm not on the right page. The next page is here, here, here. Now is same position, but go down with your fingers like this. Now, now. If we're going to a place, place starts with P's, so make your both hands P fingers, put them together like this in the middle, and then bring them around. Place, place, place. Okay, after, you're going to put your hand on top and roll it over. After, after. Late is right back here. Late, late, or not yet. Not yet, it's late. My breakfast didn't get here yet. That's what I would say, not yet. Next, when. Okay, 2 index hands. With both index fingers together, you're going to turn those down. This is when, when, when. It could also be, oh no, that's not a synonym. Never mind. During, while, or as at the top of the next page. Okay, this is one I like to do now because it took me forever to learn this one. So during, while, or as, you start with your fingers here on your shoulder, and then you bring them out and turn them like this. During, while, or as. During, while, or as. Then the little word go, 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 go. I think that looks snotty. I like to spell it, go, go. Instead, I just feel like it's, I don't know. I'll just keep going. Come, 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 come. You all know that one. Leave or depart, 2 hands, pull them up together like this. Leave or depart. Leave or the word depart. And then walk, 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 walk. And turn the page. And run. Walk. Don't run. Run. Wiggle your fingers. Connect them together, thumb and index finger, and wiggle, and move forward. Run. 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 Let's see. Play. Just take your Y hands, both hands, and shake them. Play. Play. Fast. Flick both thumbs. Fast. 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 Now it says right thumb. It doesn't show both thumbs, and it looks like you're playing marbles. Well, I played marbles when I was a kid, so I had no problem with this sign. Marbles, marbles, marbles. I think it's a fun sign to do. And then, that's play. Fast or quick. Fast. Hurry. H hands. And put your hands kind of facing each other and just kind of move to the right. Hurry. You're shaking the H hands. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Stop. Oh no, slow. Not hurry, slow. Just rub the back of this left hand just like that. And if you want to be really slow, make it go slow. Slow. And then stop. And then break 2 hands together and then break them apart. Break, break, break. Get or take. Get, get. Try, put your T hands, both hands, T both hands, and then push forward. Try, try, try. Now then, anybody have any questions on any of those signs that we need to go back and make clarification? Yes, ma'am. Yes, leave like you're going somewhere, and then leave is like you're putting something down. Did that answer that one? Okay, we're going on. Lesson 3. Anybody have any questions on something else before we start lesson 3? Okay, lesson number 3. First word is stand. So in the palm of your left hand, put 2 fingers down. Stand, stand, stand. Sit. Ah, well, then you're going to have to sit. Oops, my fingers aren't wanting to sit here. Okay, so like this. Sit, 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 sit. Okay? Next one. Sing or song. Sing or song. That was a nice one, isn't it? And then we'll go down to smell right here. Just smell like we're cooking. Or not maybe cooking. Eat food. Well, that one we all know how to do. Eat, eat, eat. Taste. Don't put your finger in your mouth, but go right up to the lip right here. Taste, taste, taste. Turn the page. Dry. With your X finger, go right straight across from the left side of your mouth all the way to the right side. Dry, dry, dry. Thirsty. That's me right now. What about y'all? Thirsty. Thirsty. Just go down right under your chin. And then water. W for water. Right here by your mouth. Water, 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 water. Then go down to here with your index finger, point to your ear. Here. The sign for deaf is right next to it. So the sign for deaf is where you start at the ear and go to the mouth. That means the person is both deaf and mute, cannot speak. And I've seen that often. We had a young man come in here not terribly long ago with his family, and I approached him, and that's what he did to me. And I said, I know, because he was mute. He couldn't speak. So he could make sound, but he wanted me to know. And then he also did this, which meant he couldn't speak. He was doing it like this. All right. Thirsty water here, deaf, blind. Okay, eyes closed. You don't have to put your fingers in your eyes. Just point to it. That's blind, blind, blind. See now, though, we're going to still use the eyes. Come out straight forward to see. 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 Right next to that it says look. So watch what I'm going to do. We could do this, but I'm going to turn my eyes to look. 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 Now, the next one, blush. Okay, so we're going to put our index finger right here, pointing toward lips are considered to be red, even if they aren't. All right, and then you're going to turn your hand up like this. So, on your cheek, twist around. Good. Blush. Blush. Go down to ashamed. And this one could also be the word shy. Ashamed or embarrassed, it's both hands. It's both hands. You're twisting them this way. Ashamed, embarrassed. Now we get to the word warm. So just gently go across your face from the cheek to the opposite cheek and close your hand. Warm. Warm. Hot, though, is where you're going to take your right index finger and you're going to flick off the sweat. Hot. 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 Now, turn the page. And this is as in food, hot. And if you look at that picture, you probably can identify with that. I remember doing that when I put food in my mouth. I went, hot, hot, hot. Cold, like today. Cold, cold, cold. Next word, afraid or scared. Both hands right in front of you. Afraid, scared, afraid, scared. Then we're going to go down to the pronoun I. The letter I is the same word as I, me and my. I. Me, just point to you. Me, me, me. Mine, mine, mine. Now we're going to put self on it. Next page, myself. Do my, and then close your hand and come back against your chest. Myself. Myself. And himself, okay, so let's see, we got a him right over here. Himself. Himself. Or herself. Herself. Yourselves. Now this one's a little bit different because it's more than just one person. So you're going to do the same thing with your hand, but you're going to go yourselves or yourselves to get everybody included there. You, everybody knows this one. You, that's an easy one. They. The word any. Go like with your A hand down and up like this. Any. 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 Okay. Next page. Who. Go with your index finger, just draw a circle. Who? Who? Who said that? All. Now this is, a little tricky. Watch here. The word all, you're going to start with your fingers like this. Hand back to back. Hands, the back of it. Okay? And then you're going to come around to the front, just like that. All. Oh, I forgot the we and our and us. Any, who, whoever, which, whoever. You said whoever? Okay, we're just going to add any to who. Whoever. Whoever. Well, any can go this way, it can go that way. Any person. Any person. Any person. That's what I have written in my book in red for some reason. All right. Did we do we? Our? We didn't do those, did we? Go ahead. Who, any, whoever. Okay? All right. And then which. Both hands closed. Which or. Which or. Okay? Now then, we, W, right here on your shoulder, and go all the way across to the opposite shoulder. We. That's including we, right here. We. And then our. Okay, kind of the same idea, but you've got the hand curved like this, and you come, again, around the same way. Our, referring to all of us. Our, class. Us. Well, look at that one. You fingers, because us starts with a U. And it would be the same thing. Us. See how it kind of pulls everybody in by going out and around like that? Okay. Us. How. All right. Let's put our hands together like this. And then we're going to open up like this. How. All. Okay, so left hand up, then your right hand goes back here and comes all the way around. That gets all of the fingers together. All together. Some of these signs I had a lot of trouble with. Y'all aren't having trouble like I did when I learned these. All, and then all right. Now, we're going to sing a little song, Everything's All Right, just so we can use this song today. Everybody knows that song, right? Everything's all right? Okay, all right. You're going to come up in your palm of your left hand and go, all right, all right, all right. We'll sing it later. All right. Now, show you. I want to show you. And then show me. Show off. Put some show off face on. Next page. Begin. So in between your two fingers on your left hand, you're going to put your right index finger and turn. Begin. Now then, the word the or the, we've already seen that one before, but we'll do it together anyway. So put your thumb in between your fingers right there. The, or the. Most deaf people don't use that word, but we do because we're not deaf. So then the next word is that. So left hand's open. Wait a minute. I did begin. That. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to put it down on your palm of your left hand. That. Some of the ways they explain these things in this book are just difficult to understand. Then the word right. Okay, if you want to say, oh, you're right. You're right. Oh, right answer. Right. Okay, begin that. right? Or correct. Lead now. To lead somebody, you take them by the hand and you just lead. Pull them. Lead. 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 Follow. Make an A hand and then put your right hand behind it and go forward. Follow. 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 Don't some of these signs just make good sense when you see how they're done? Follow is a good one. Carry, 2 hands up. You got something in your hands like a tray of what? What do you like to eat? I don't know. Cookies. Carry. 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 Burden or responsibility. Right hip here on your left shoulder, you're going to take your both hands and you're going to push down. Burden. Responsibility. Burden. Responsibility. Blame or fault, you're going to push across your bottom hand like this. Fault. Blame you. Your fault. Blame. Fault. Then we'll go down to give or present a gift. Well, give. Give or present a gift. Isn't that how y'all do it? And then, let's see, where am I? Sell. Both hands just like this, like you're hanging something on it. Something's hanging on a clothesline. Shake. Sell. This could also be store. Sell. Go to the store. Sell. And then if we go to the store, we want to buy something. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to right hand like we're paying money to a clerk. Buy. Buy. Or purchase. Make a purchase. Turn the page, and on the next page, we got to have money to make a purchase. So money's right here. Money. 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 Dollars. Outline a dollar bill in the palm of your left hand. Dollars. 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 Cents, right up here, I know. It doesn't look like money cents, but it is. It looks like, well, my hair's in the way, sorry. Just make a little circle. Cents, 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 as in change. And then, let's go down to where it says change. And you will see at the bottom, it's kind of hard to interpret that picture, but like you're scraping off money. This is change, change. Like you're scraping off, just a little bit at a time. Okay? Now the other word for change, if you want to change your name or you want to change your order or whatever, you're going to take both your X hands like this, and you're going to put one on top of the other and twist like this. Change, change. I have written down here like a change your life or change clothes. I want to change, change, change. Not money change, but change something. Got that? Got that? That was, yep. Exactly. All right. Empty. O hand like this, and go down through your left hand. Empty. 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 Or that also could be used for absent. The word absent or gone. 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 Next page. Steal. On your left elbow, you're going to crook your fingers like this, and you're going to pull across. Steal. 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 We don't do that, but somebody else might. And then will. Now, if you look, this is not the name of a person. It's not Will's, the Bill Rice Ranch Will. When you want to, you have a strong will, you're going to take your hand straight up and go straight out. Will. Will. I will. Will. As in the future. Then do, act, or acting. So both of your hands you're going to put down like this, and you're going to move them back and forth. Do or acting. I don't know if you've ever seen me with Jamie here at church, and he'll come say something to me, and I'll say, means what are you doing? And he'll tell me what he's doing. But this is the way, 2 hands, back and forth. Then, let's see, I have a couple of synonyms there would be does. It can also be used for acting or behaving. Usually when I'm doing it with Jamie, I say to him, are you behaving? He always says, no. Okay. Can, both hands. I can. I can. I can. Can't. Slap your index finger with your other index finger. Can't. 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 Now must, this one has to show more emphasis. It's, again, the X finger, just one of them. It's must. 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 It could also be should, ought, or have to. You have to. And you should. It just depends. Let's see. I didn't give you the synonyms for can. Can, again, the S hands come straight down. Could be may, or could, or able. Able, like I'm able to do it, I can do it. And next page. It says won't or refuse. How many of you ever said you won't? I won't do it. Refuse. With attitude. Won't. Refuse. Thing. Thing. Just with the open right hand. Thing. It's a thing. Anything. Now we know the word how to do any. Anything. Anything. Every or each. Okay, so you can rub your knuckles. So every, down like this. Every, or each. Does everybody see how that works? Every, okay. And then every day is different. With your right hand, you're just going to, for every day, every day, every day, every day. Everything, so we're going to do every, like this, thing. I always do more than one. Everything. The deaf always do more than one. Everything. On thing. More than one. And then, the word then. Okay. The word then. Left hand is like this. You go from here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing that wrong. Put index finger right hand at thumb of left hand and then, okay, get my hand to go here. Then. That's not the way I learned it. Let me see. First one, then the other. Okay. Then. This, then. This, then. This, then. They've got the, I don't know. They're pointing. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. No wonder I'm having trouble with that. And then. And then. Let's see. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this one. Okay, the word and. Let's do and. I'm going to skip that one for a minute. And. Okay. So it's like your forehand moves from left to right. And then like you're joining it. For and, like you're joining two sentences together. Well, anyway, let me go back and look at and then. This is the one. And then is how I used to do this. But that picture doesn't look like it at all. Sorry. Oh, let me read this for a second. Tip of index finger on left hand. down the length of the finger. Got it. And then, and then, and then, and then. Everybody got that? And then, and then. Now, let's go to then. The word then, 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 then. The word on, this one's easy, on, on, at, 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 at. And we've got a few more. Next page. With or together. With the A hands. With. Sorry, my book is wanting to close on me here. Without. Hands together. Without. 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 Under. It's easy. Put a hand under. And circle. And then hide. Hide. All right, so we've got a hand here. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to hide it under the left hand. Hide. 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 Very. So your V fingers are going to touch each other like this. Very. 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 The word from, so you're going to have your index finger here and pull from it. From. Next page, the word again, and in my notes I've got this could also be the sign for often or several. Let's see. Okay, often. Bounce it several times. So often. Do again like this. Often, 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 often. Then against. Okay, we did again, but against, it says you do it, you make the sign more rapidly. No. Like this. Against. 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 And then more, now everybody knows this. I've seen all the babies know this. Don't they? More. 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 They learn that right away so they can tell Mama they want some more. And then, let's go down to make. So you're going to put your S hands one on top of the other and go back and forth. Make, 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 make. And then finished. At the end, they show it at the end, like this. Finished, finished, finished. I hope they have the alternative on the next page. Let's see. Yes. Finish when you have completed something. And this is where you take both your 5 hands and you go finished, finished, finished. And then stay. Thumb on top of the right hand. No, this is the right hand. Thumb on top of the left hand. Stay, stay, stay. Continue is where you use the same sign, but you move it. Continue. Slowly. Continue. Continue. Stay. Continue. Moving. And, okay. That's all the signs. That was plenty of signs for this lesson, don't you think? Yeah. So now we've got some practice to do for homework. Lesson 3, practice. So, but before we do that, I want to teach you how to say what your name is. When you're meeting a deaf person, if you meet a deaf person, they're looking at you and they want to know your name. So you say, my, do it with me, my name is, and then spell your name. Okay? Can you spell your name? Okay, let's try it again. My name is... And so if we have some deaf people show up here, we're going to go shake their hands and say, my name is, and spell it out. And then they'll tell us theirs. But they're going to do it real fast, so we've got to be ready. When they get ready to spell their name, they're going to do it. And let's see, our memory verse this week is John 14:6. Jesus said, and it says in, they're not parentheses or brackets there, use the sign for Jesus. Then it goes on with it. So Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to God but through, we know the verse says me. But we're not going to sign it that way. If pastor is reading that verse and the deaf people are, looking at him or looking at us, if somebody's interpreting, this is a sign for interpreting. Interpret or interpreter. Interpreter. And then, let's see. So, kind of, I don't know if it's time for this lesson or not, but when there's a person by the name, you say that name, or you spell that person's name first. You kind of set that person up, give the name, and then if you want to say he or him or she or her, then you can point, and they'll know who it is. But if you don't say the name, and then you point to her or him, they're not going to know who you're talking about. So there's kind of a, do the first, establish the name first, spell it, and then you can point. Him, her, she, he, or it, whatever. You won't run across that for a long time, but it's just one of those things that, just in case. Okay, so let's see. Let's go over our memory verse. Jesus said, and it says use the sign for Jesus. All right, so let's do the sign. Jesus said, no, it says, let's see. Yes, it does. It says, I am the way. So now we can't say I, because it's not I. Jesus said, I am the way, because we already said it was Jesus. But if he said, you can't point to it. You have to spell the name of the person even though it's not there. Does that make sense? Or is that confusing? It's just a point of clarity so the deaf people don't get confused. All right, so let's do it together again. Jesus said, Jesus said, quotation marks. Jesus said, quotation marks, Jesus' name is over here. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to God but through Jesus. There's a lot of words there. Take some time to say all of that. Let's do it again. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to God but through Jesus. And then John, spell it out, John. I'm going to do chapter 14, verse 6. We haven't done 14 yet. We only did 1 through 10, right? Okay, 14 is where you do face yourself. You've got 4 fingers up. 14. They always throw in other signs that you haven't had. Every lesson we've had so far, you've got some other signs that you had to go look up in the back of the book. So that is lesson 3. And let me ask, are there any questions? Anybody have any questions on any of the signs that we've already done, or anything that I've said that might have been confusing to you, or probably a lot of what I said, but it's confusing to me too, trying to remember what I said. Anything? Anybody? Okay. Usually we've got the memory verse. We don't have any songs today. Yes. Okay. I'll be true. Does everybody know I'll be true? I'll be true, Lord Jesus, I'll be true? No? What about Jesus, 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 sweetest name I know? Okay. Okay, y'all sing it with me. I've got the words here. I gave I have a music book with all of the hymns and everything. I gave it away. Got to try to track it down because I'm old. I can't remember all the words to the songs anymore. Let's see if I can find it here. No, wrong page. Thought I got them. Is this my page? Jesus, 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 sweetest name I know, fills my every longing, keeps me singing as I go. Okay. Y'all have to sing it, okay? Because I can't remember it. Does it start off, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus? Okay. All right. Jesus, 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 sweetest name I know, fills my every longing, keeps me singing as I go. Y'all sing out, because I don't have the melody right either. Okay, want to try it again? Who wants to lead it? Longing. It's wanting, longing, longing. Was that in this lesson? I don't think so. It's in the next lesson. Okay. If you don't know, look in the back of your book, look for the word. And longing, H-I-J-K-L, this way. Longing, longing, longing. Long, page 32. Go back to page 32. Let's see what that sign was. 35, 34, 33, 32. Long, 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 long. Is this in chapter 4? I don't know. Show measure of length on long. No. No. Okay, here's one where, even though it's long, what was that?
I thought you were looking for long.
28? That's the one. Thank you. But that brings up a point. You've got to understand what the meaning of the word actually is. You don't want to say long like this. Because what you really want is that deep down desire. This is the word, the sign for desire. Desire. Although you haven't had that yet, so pretend like you don't know it, okay? Page 28. Okay, wish. Yeah, craving or desire. Yes, that's the one. That's it. That is what I did. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Not a problem. Well, sometimes it's hard for me to take the words out of context and remember the signs immediately. But if it's in a sentence, I kind of, I know where to go with it, like here, not here. Actually, those are basically the same thing. You want something really bad, but this is a real deep down desire for things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Deep desire. This is desire also. Okay. What else? You know what your memory verse is? Everybody know what that is? Practice your memory verse and practice your signs. And there is no test next week. There won't be a test at all. Unless we have some deaf people come and then we have to talk to them. That's the test, if you can do it. Okay. And Jesse, you ran into somebody who was signing yesterday.
She went back herself, but she saw my book. What is that? She saw my book and she just started talking to me, but she was talking. She said she had some friends that were deaf and she was wanting to communicate with me. She knew I was learning with me, but she wanted to go deeper. She wanted, really, she wanted to know if we would just beginners or advanced. And I said, we are just beginners. So, I mean, I wouldn't have, if she hadn't talked, I wouldn't have been able to read it. She hadn't said it. So.
Well, but we're going to run into people. And you may run into people at Walmart often. I see deaf people at Walmart periodically. And they're in there and they're talking to each other. And, I kind of go, what are y'all doing? What are you talking about? If I had had a tract from the church, I would have interrupted and given it to them and said, come see us. But I didn't. But I see them. I see them in the grocery store. I see them at Walmart, different places. They're here in Cartersville. And there's another church that has a deaf ministry here in Cartersville, Baptist Church. And I don't know that they have a lot of deaf people. When we visited there many years ago, they had just a couple of deaf people. But they were very good interpreters. They were really did a good job. So we're not the only church that has, well, hopefully. Which one?
My daughter's church.
Which one is it?
Pleasant Grove Baptist Church.
Uh-huh.
And they do it every service.
Yeah, we did too. Yep.
Have somebody church
Yep. Yeah. Well, one of these days maybe we can have that here too. That's kind of the goal. That's why we're doing this, so we can learn how to lead people, deaf people, to the Lord. Wouldn't that be? Well, if we pray about it, I think the Lord would answer that. What do you bet? I think He would. Okay, so who wants to be the... No, I'm not even going to go there. All right. Any other questions? What else do I need to go over? Anything? You want to go over anything else? See something else again? Are you ready to go? Is it time to go? No, we still have time. Lisa? You can't hear me? Oh, talk louder, Kathy. Okay. Anybody want to ask a question? Yes, what? Higher numbers? No, not time yet. We'll get there, but we're not there yet. Okay, I'll give you one. 600, C for 100, that's a bigger number. If it was 619, we would add the sign for 19, but you haven't had these signs yet. They come later. Okay? Does that help? So we kind of take words and put them together, and then we take some numbers and put them together, and talk to the deaf. Talk to the deaf. The deaf don't use to, they don't use the. So that's what I have the biggest problem with is when I meet a deaf person, it's like, wait a minute, I got to watch you carefully because you're too fast for me. So that's the other thing I wanted to address. You were saying the lady was fast at her signs. We don't want to be we don't want to be fast at doing our signs for the deaf. We want to just do like I would say a medium pace, just like kind of like we're doing it here. We're slow here to learn the signs, but don't get excited and try to, hurry up and get your fingers going. One time we had a lady who did that, and I couldn't keep up with her. I couldn't even read. She would spell her name and I couldn't even read. It was like, no, just going slow is good. So I just want you all to think that you don't have to be in a hurry. You don't have to speed. Going slow is fine with the deaf people. Now, you've been around, remember that man that used to come into the store, that deaf man? He didn't do anything fast. Except go buy his wife's things in the store and pay for them, but he didn't communicate. I don't know, did you ever sign with him? Well, I did. And I signed very slowly, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm slow. And he said, That's fine. Understand. So you don't have to be fast. We've had people over the years who have done sign language who were really fast, and even deaf people couldn't read it, and they say, I don't know. This is a sign for, I don't know. Okay. Well, I think I've covered everything that we needed to cover today, but we're on to lesson 4 next week. Hopefully we won't have a blizzard that day. It's not a blizzard today either, but it's cold. So, if you have something, come and talk with me, or if you're ready to go, we'll just dismiss right now. All right? Oh, should we say, who would like to pray? Yeah, we ought to pray. Man, my husband would just be all over me. You didn't pray before you left? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. I don't know if it'd be easier for me to stand closer to you all. I was thinking that yesterday. I was thinking maybe I just need to get closer, but I don't know how I could do that without making all of y'all move closer, you know? Unless you got some ideas. Anybody have ideas about that? Yeah, but you also need elbow room to do your sign, so, but we could do that. So it's up to y'all next week. Up to y'all next week when you come. Sit closer together maybe. David, is the microphone on? Okay. Yeah, it's on. I don't know about turning it up, but okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on this very cold day. Thank you for participating and being interested. And let's pray that we have some deaf people come. Next week or just sometime in the future? Yeah, sometime in the future. Not next week. I don't think we're ready yet. You know, when pastor is preaching, well, usually when we're not playing music, when we're singing congregationally, in my mind I'm signing. I'm always signing the songs. That's what I did. When in our ministry, my husband would be the interpreter for the preaching because he's a man, and I would do the music. And if you want to see some interpreting right now that's really excellent interpreting, you can go online, and it is Midwestern Baptist, not Midwestern, the one in California. What's the name of the West Coast Baptist College? Yeah, West Coast Baptist College has a deaf ministry. They do Sunday school, church, and they do Sunday night every week. And their interpreters are like perfect. They're so good. One of them's a doctor, medical doctor. He does the Sunday school. He is just fabulous. The way it's so clear. I mean, if we were deaf and we had never met him before, we would understand him because his signs are so clear. And then there's some young people. There are people that are learning that they got a big deaf ministry. So they have to have multiple interpreters for their ministry because you can't do all of the, you can't do Sunday school and then go and do church and then come back and do Sunday night and all that. For one person, that's way too much to handle. It's very exhausting. So they have a huge deaf ministry. But what impresses me is how clear, how perfect. They use all the right signs. They don't make up their own signs. We've been in places where people would sign stuff and I'd look at them and think, I feel like I never learned deaf ministry. I don't know how to sign. I can't do that. It's because they hadn't been trained. So they had their own. And by the way, that's the way it is with people who have deaf children or who are deaf. Not the kids, but they make up their own sign language. So I've run into that a lot of times and be sitting there thinking, what's that sign? And so I would say, I don't know. Sorry. But they're really nice about it. And they'll spell for you. So you have to be able to know how to spell too. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I'm finished talking. Let y'all go. But thank you for coming. And we'll try it again next week. Practice is the key. Practice, practice, practice.